Who's the knacker?
Are we back? We're live, John, yeah? We're back on.
We're back live, Rory.
We're back live, but dead and alive. So we've survived the cold. We've survived the cold here at half time. So a good battle here in front of us, CJ, now the second half. Justin Coyne and Dara Heffernan. The two lads have had a good first half. Mikey Cole has gone to centre forward, so Trim have rejigged here a little bit. Conor Quigley seems to have gone to midfield. So Joey Cole's gone full forward. And Joey Cole is going into the full forward line, so Trim did need to make that change. They've switched Conor from centre forward into the middle of the field.
Very wide move.
And Ben Holden is back on. I see Owen Ryan is back on the subs bench. So the ball goes to Mikey Cole, wins the ball, turns, tries to find Joey straight away, plays the ball inside, but it's Josh Harris with a good first half out in front. Josh lets the ball behind him, and they're in there fighting for it. Trim just need to up the intensity a little bit here in the second half. Remember, they're a point up, 1-8 to 1-7 at half time. And there's been a lot of this scrappy ball as you'd expect at this time of the year. The ball pops up in the air, and the Gooch is there and fighting for it again. The Gooch is a good man for winning these little balls, and he wins another one. And it goes to ground, and George Douglas trying to get it. And the Gooch again somehow has to come out the field to try and find a man. He finds the ball out to Harry Cottrell. Harry just misses his pick, and he's got bottles up, scoops the ball away with a hand pass, but it was aimless, and it's easily carried by Niall Smullen, and Smullen got hooked there from George Douglas, and he's trying to get by Conor Quigley. A very physical battle there. Quigley puts him on his backside, and the ball's going over the line. No, it's not, but Conor Quigley now has won it. Conor runs in, plays a very high ball into the air. Can Josh do something underneath this? The ball is there, and Josh hooshes the man out of the way, but the goalkeeper is quickly off his line and clears his lines. Good play with the goalkeeper. The middle of the field, though, we were all alone. Lovely ball here. Plays the ball to Dara Heffernan, is it? It's Dylan Farrell now, a little bit of space. Dylan goes by his man. Can he draw? He's going to take the score. He keeps going, and he's over-carried the ball. He's over-carried the ball, and it's going to be a free out. He caught it 3 times as the looks like snow clouds gathering here down the far end of the field. So 1-8 to 1-7. No score, no addition to the half-time score. The umbrella's going up here around us. Ball is cleared, decline free, right down the middle of the field. Ben Holden underneath it. Ben tries to break it, but it's won very well by Cian Douglas, who seems to have got in centre forward. Hand passes the ball out the side of the field. Well, Trim have numbers there. Oisin Hackett is there, but the ball is squirted out here towards Justin Coyne. But Dara Heffernan has the ball, doesn't get the pick. And the ball goes through, and it's Niall Smullen then picks the ball up. Niall charging down the line on his left-hand side, plays a good ball across the goals. It's dropping dangerously in, but it's gone over the bar. A lovely score from Niall Smullen. Ties the game up, 1-8 apiece. 2 minutes gone into the second half. So Owen O'Reilly in the goals. Goes short this time. Tries to find Conor Quigley. Lovely ball towards Conor. Conor gathers it. Goes inside the man. Off his back foot, plays the ball in, and the Gooch is kind of behind his man here, and it's easily gathered. And the ball is half clear, but George Douglas with a little retake. George going through. And some good challenges there going in with the Killyon defence, who stood very strong for most of this game. Trim have the ball now. The Gooch, who's in, Gooch is a great man for winning the dirty ball. Doesn't get a free that time. The ball is gone, and the Killyon do come away with the ball. So a good bit of play there from the Killyon defence. Ball is played inside the corner forward position. Danny Coleman is there. And Joey Cole, who started the full forward line in the second half, is all the way back out the middle of the field now. The ball is played towards George Douglas. George doesn't gather it on the first attempt. The ball is right over the far side of the field. A scrappy start to the second half. The ball's going over the line. It's going to be a sideline ball to Trim. So 3 minutes gone. No let up in the intensity with the Killyon backs anyway, CJ, the start of the second half?
No, they started very lively. They have that hunger again, and they deservedly have equalised with a fantastic point from Niall Smullen.
So it's a sideline ball. Joey Cole taking it over the far side of the field. It's a good ball, but it's gone straight in towards the spare man. No, in fact, it's gone through everybody, including Josh Harris, and it's easily taken here by the Killyon man, who clears his line down. Great ball down the field. A foot race here. So Stephen goes in. Gary Clemming gets a lovely stick, but he knocks the ball away towards Cian Douglas. Cian goes through. Looked like he threw the ball up and caught it, but he keeps going. Good hit from Gary. The ball goes to ground, and it's guarded nicely by Oisin Hackett. Oisin has the ball in the stick. Has to get the head up. He has a little bit of space now. Plays a nice ball in towards the Gooch. The Gooch lets the ball bounce in front of him, tries to gather it into his chest. It goes to the ground. George Douglas is there. George just getting shoved out off the ball a little bit easily here today. And it's Justin Coyne has the ball now. Justin swivels one way and then the other, and then clears the ball, but it's into a little bit of space. Connor Quigley needs to. It's Cormac Doyle needs to get the boots on and the skates on, and he doesn't. The Klein has the ball. Stefan has the ball here now. Hand passes the ball back towards Shane Clark. Shane gathers the ball, tries to ride the challenge of Ben. Plays the ball towards Niall Smullen. No, Shane just slipped. Sorry, Harry Cottrell just slipped and allowed Niall Smullen gathered the ball, but Niall missed. And an easy miss, an easy chance there wasted from Klein.
We're a little bit weak down that far side. Rory Gooch and Georgie Douglas have been pushed off the ball very easy. We might be switch a stronger lad over to that side, and it's to go on that side again.
Ball goes down. Mikey Cole picks up the break. Mikey Cole off to the left, plays the ball in, and it's dropped dangerously, and Josh there, and Josh has scored. And a fortunate goal there for Trim. Mikey Cole's shot was just dropped short, and the keeper just parried the ball back into a dangerous area, and Josh, like a good forward, was there to drill the loose ball into the net. So a good start for Trim. Joey Cole now put the ball under pressure. Mikey Cole tries to get the ball. Cole gets hit, knocked off the ball, and good take on. And a bit of a late hit there from Dara Heffernan. And it's going to be a free out and maybe a yellow card here for Dara Heffernan. Wasn't too much in that, it wasn't a bit of a slap, but it wasn't too wild. So it's going to be a free out here.
All right, Hefo, keep it going, buddy. Keep it going.
And Shane Clark is all the way back here taking the free. I think if I was Klein, I'd like to sooner have him further up the field, CJ.
Yeah, they need him up front. Smullen, he missed an easy chance there, and it led to us getting a goal, which was very fortuitous. Keeper blocked the ball out, and Josh, who's very lively today, slipped in for his second goal, and he scored 2-1 so far.
So long range ball played in from Shane Clark. Gary Fleming out in front wins a lovely ball, clears the ball along the ground here. Dara Heffernan going towards it. Dara is going to gather this ball. He does. Dara's been very, very good today. Plays the ball, and he got hit late, but he plays the ball on towards Oisin Hackett. Oisin Hackett plays the ball down towards the Gooch. The ball bounces in front of the Gooch. The cornerback is putting the Gooch under pressure. Justin Coyne is back. Justin wins the ball. Plays the ball down the hill. Ben Holden underneath it. Oh, and a wild swing there. A wild swing across Ben there by the young corner forward, and I think that was more ignorance rather than anything else. I don't know whether he was deliberately doing that, but Ben is struggling a little bit here. The referee is just checking with Ben before he deals with the number 15. I'd say probably a yellow card, CJ. I'd say. What do you think?
Yeah, Ben was very, very brave to step in there. He came across three lads, and your man had a wild swing. I don't think it's any more than a yellow myself.
So the referee just having a little word with the number 15.
Yellow card, is it?
Did you take time or?
I thought you did.
I did, but the bloody rain has got at it.
All right. Just hit stopwatch there at the bottom there. Oh, you have it there, look, no?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, probably 12.
Is that right?
I think so.
So as the rain starts to come down here, Ben Holden still getting a bit of treatment. And I'm trying to squeeze under the umbrella here.
Fortunately for the camera, lads, not for ye. I don't want to damage club property.
So a little bit of break of the play here. Ben
We're one club.
has got his helmet off. And Jimmy Canty just in checking with the referee in that decision. Yeah, I think it was no more than a yellow card myself. As CJ said, Ben was brave, sticking his head in there. The ball was kind of loose, and the Klein man had a bit of a swipe at it, caught Ben in the corner of the ear. But anyway, Gary Fleming, we resume with a free. Gary Fleming, it's a high ball down here. Conditions are going to deteriorate in here now with the players, but Justin Coyne comes out with a great catch, and it clears his lines. Back down to this corner of the field again. And the big number 17 gets the ball, hand passes it in. And a good block there from Cormac Doyle. So Niall Smullen is bearing down on the goals here. He's got a chance, but he takes a bit of a swipe and it's gone wide. And I know that our cameraman is struggling a little bit here to get an angle here because of everybody's got their umbrellas up. So we'll try our best to keep the commentary going. That was another kind of a half chance there from CJ for Niall Smullen.
Oh, it was for sure, yeah. But Trim need to knuckle down now. They're on top, so they need to try and stay on top.
Keane Douglas charging down the wing with the ball, showing a fine turn of pace. Makes a bit of space, but a great challenge from Darragh Heffernan. And the ball breaks here. Can Trim clear it? Across the middle of the field towards Conor Quigley. Conor goes back around Niall Smullen and he loses the ball, but it's picked up and it's found its way to Gary Fleming. Gary going back. You need to clear our lines, lads. Plays the ball on here to Cormac Doyle. Cormac winds up, trays the ball in the middle of the field where there's 4 Killyon men. It goes over everybody's head. Can Josh Harris get it? It nearly goes through for Josh. And the gooch there, but it's a lovely bit of cornerback play. Played by the number 6 there. Does very, very well. He's had a good game. That's 6, and it's going to be a free out for Killyon. And the rain has kind of eased off a little bit, I think. So conditions are going to be even more slippy and greasy here for the remainder of this game.
I thought it's fucking rain.
So another dangerous ball in. Gary Fleming is there. The ball breaks to the ground. And O'Shane Hackett, who's been good at a wing back, gets the ball out towards Doyle, but it's picked up. His man is charged in, and that ball is just drilled slightly to the left and wide. So Killyon have only scored 1 point in the second half season. They've missed a couple of handy chances, and that's going to probably work against them.
They have. When you're struggling, or when you're not supposed to be the favourite, you need absolutely everything going for you, and they're after hitting a few wides early in the second half.
The ball breaks there from the puck out. Mikey Cole working back. Trim look like they have a sub ready to come in on the far side of the field. Mikey Cole plays the ball off to Conor Quigley. Conor takes a shot, and the ball goes in, and it's another wide from Conor Quigley. That's 3 or 4 that he's missed, that he's had today. So Killyon in the hurry up here. The ball is played down the middle of the field. Ben Holden trying to get to it. The ball bats down. Niall Smullen and Ben Holden. Some battle between those two today. Niall Smullen wins that one. Plays the ball inside. Another sub on there. And Trim have the bodies there. Gary Fleming, who's been very, very strong, gets a high tackle there. And Gary has had a super game, CJ, this afternoon.
Yeah, he's really come into his own there in the last 10 minutes of the second half and the first 10 of this, but very badly needed. We've lost a little bit of shape up front, Rory. There's too many lads deep, I think. We're not lined out as 6 forwards.
Is this Caleb Cassidy, young Caleb coming on here, I think?
It is. I think Georgie might be gone off.
So George Douglas, who has just struggled to get into the game here, the greasy conditions didn't really suit him, and he was being hooshed off the ball. So Caleb, a bigger man, is going to wing forward here now instead of George. Ball is played down towards Josh Harris. Goes to the ground. Justin Coyne is there to get it, and you get a little bit of nudge in the back from Darragh Heffernan. The ball is in the ground. Trying to get it. Who wins it? It's still there in the ground. Oh, the Killyon man comes away, gets the ball away. And it's Shane Clark is all the way back there again, but it goes to Harry Cottrell, who intercepts that ball, puts the ball in towards goal, dangerous goal, Mikey Cole going in it, and the ball goes all the way wide.
Mikey didn't go too hard for that one, I think.
Puck out, goes a long puck out, drops dangerously in there. Danny Coleman just can't quite get it. The number 15 has the ball, taps inside, tries to get a shot away, and he's thrown the ball, and it's going to be a free out.
Just need to be a little bit more clinical up front, Rory. We're a little bit out of shape. We're playing with 2 on the full forward line.
Joey has stayed out, I think.
Joey has stayed out, so we really only have 5 forwards. And Josh is very dangerous when it goes in. I nearly put Mikey Cole in a little bit closer to the goal. If he gets one, he will bury it. But Trim just need to be clinical now for the next 10 minutes and try and put this game to bed.
So it's going to be a free for Trim, right in the wing back position on the far side of the field. Ball is drilled in towards Mikey Cole. Mikey breaks the ball down, got as it turns inside. Can he get the shot away? He does get the shot away, and a good score from Mikey Cole puts Trim 4 points to the lead, 2-9 to 1-8.
See, Mikey got that ball inside, Rory. That's where we need him. I think I'd rather him inside, but that was a very relieving score for Trim to put us 4 points ahead.
Ball at the side of the field. Cormac Doyle gets rolled. That ball was played, nice bit of play, but Shane Clark plays a good ball inside to Justin Coyne. Justin has been well challenged there by Dylan Farrell. He's putting him under all sorts of pressure. Dylan does well. And Trim come away with the ball. Great stuff by Brilliant stuff by Dara Heffernan. Conor Quigley gets the ball the second attempt, walks back into Dara Heffernan, turns, plays the ball towards the middle of the field. Who's going to go to Killyon? Killyon, the first touch of the ball, gathers the ball in his hands. What an introduction! What an introduction from young Castley. Come onto the field on a cold day like that, gathers the ball and pops the ball over the bar. 2-8, 1-10.
2-10, 1-8.
I beg your pardon. Trim into a 5-point lead. Lovely by Conor Quigley. Down towards Harry Cottrell. Onto Ben Holden. Ben drills the ball into the corner. Who's there? Killyon again. Killyon kicks the ball ahead of himself. Can he get it? The second attempt. Trips over. Soft enough free there, I think, CJ.
Yeah, but he played for it and he got it. But he's been very effective since he came in. It wasn't Georgie's day. It was probably a little bit too cold and a little bit too damp for a young fella like that. But his day will come again. So Joey Cole will stand up to this one. This could put 6 between the teams, which would be a very sizable advantage.
What's gone in the second half, lad?
I don't know. His phone stopped in the rain.
His phone stopped in the rain?
What's gone?
I don't know, I just want to ask you saying that.
My phone stopped in the rain.
Here, Bino, you just know it's Everton. What's gone?
So, Joey with the free, puts the ball in, and it's going over the bar.
15 gone, yeah.
15 minutes gone. Halfway through the second half, 2-11 to 1-8. And the weather is turning nasty again, and Trim look like they're making another sub come in here. Who's just coming on now? Is this Owen Ryan coming in again? So Owen is coming in for Cormac Doyle. No? Oh, yes, it is, yeah. So Owen Ryan is coming in. Owen was on for a few minutes in the first half as a blood sub, so he's now in cornerback position for Cormac Doyle, another one of our younger players who's had a good under-21 campaign. So good puck out down the middle of the field. Harry Cottrell's underneath it, bats the ball down towards Killyon Cassidy. Killyon wins the ball, plays the ball inside here towards Josh. Josh, can he gather it? He does gather it. He steps inside, he's got the Gooch making a run, so he's got Mikey Cole making a run. The ball breaks down to the ground. And it's well won again. We need to pick this ball up, Dara Heffernan, and the rain comes down again, making conditions very, very tricky for both sets of players. And there's all sorts of shenanigans going on off the ball here with Dara Heffernan. So the referee had blown the whistle there. I think they're taking Dara Heffernan off, are they?
That'd be a mistake, no?
Kieran Caulfield is coming on. So Kieran Caulfield coming on. I just wonder whether they're taking Dara Heffernan off just in the chance that he might be a chance of getting sent off. So
I think that's a mistake.
the referee is talking to the two players here. It's a reminder, 2-11 Trim, 1-8 to Killyon. Killyon have only scored 1 point in the second half. Conditions are deteriorating and Trim have just been a little bit more dogged. So the referee giving a very stern talking to the two lads here. And it all ends in a handshake. And Dara Heffernan is going off. I think Mark Relly's been very fair referee in CJ, and I think the players are kind of responding to him in fairness.
As always he is. I mean, that was the smart decision, like just to book the two was a little bit innocuous what went on, but Mark's a very sensible referee.
So Kieran Caulfield trying to get involved straight away into this throw ball. The referee throws it in. Can Kieran get involved? Killyon Cassidy is there as well. The Gooch is there as well. And Justin Coyne wins the ball. He's trying to come away with it. And he wins the free out.
He's one of the most effective players in the field, Justin Coyne. He's excellent. He's lined out wing back, but he's covering an awful lot of ground. He's brilliant for Killyon.
So, it's going to be a free here for Killyon. The ball is drilled in. The umbrellas are back up, making the camera work a bit difficult. The ball goes down. Shane Clark now has moved back in towards the full forward line. Has the ball over the far side of the field. And a lazy slap there for the Trim man. And it's going to be a free in. It was Conor Quigley, I think, who went in there with a bit of a swipe there, a bit of a chop down on Shane Clark. So Niall Mullen now standing over this free. Tricky angle, tricky conditions. We've about 12 minutes left. Drills a low ball in, and the keeper stood there and watched the ball go into the side netting and wide. So another mistake, another easy miss there for the Killyon, and the wides are racking up for them. So that's the 4th wide for Niall Smullen. Ball down towards the middle of the field, and another broken ball won by the Killyon lads, but he's bottled up by the trim, and the referee has penalised them. Technical free there. He's penalising Shane Clark for dropping a stick, and it's going to be a free in front of the goals, 60 yards out. The referee is putting the Killyon man's name into the book. He was running across the field, but he was using the time to have a go. To have a go at the referee, and the referee taking none of it. Another Shane Clark is getting called over to the referee now as well. So Killyon just want to keep their discipline. They're not out of this game yet. There's only 6 points in it. Easily a goal will make a big difference. So the referee is sorting out the paperwork here. Joey Cole is getting ready to take this free. It's right in front of the goals, 60 metres out.
England, France to win today is even money. There's buying money for you. Talking about that last night.
So
Come on, Red! Come on, Red!
So Joey
Neanderthals are
getting ready. A nice strike from Joey, right down the middle of the field, and a straight over the bar. So that puts 7 points between the teams. That's Joey's 5th free, 2-12 to 1-8. A big puck out again, right down the middle of the field. Ben slips, and the referee blowing the whistle there. I don't know what happened there. Was it a quick puck out? Was a sub coming in, was it? The gooch has gone off. Another sub coming in for Trim. Who's that?
Meanwhile, all weekend. Who's 17 season?
James Foley, I think.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So
He can hurl that cost.
So James Foley is coming in for Conor McKeown. Conor, good man at winning the lively, winning the dirty balls, but another Killyon mentor in the middle of the field, and again the referee is calling them over.
Mark is sick of them now, he's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Raleigh. I give him red now.
So another Killyon mentor running under the middle of the field. The referee taking no messing.
Red card, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Great refereeing.
Yeah, great. You know, Christmas is coming the way Mark is giving out the cards here.
Cool.
2-12, 1-8. Play back underway. Puck out down the middle of the field. Great win by Dylan Farrell. Knocks the ball towards Mikey Cole. Mikey Cole in there battling, but and eventually Killyon get the free. So Killyon need to get the scoreboard ticking here. They have only scored 1 point in the second half. So Justin Coyne is standing over this free. This is an indication that he's going to drop it in around to the edge of the square rather than taking on the point.
There's 7 minutes left.
They've got 7 minutes to go. Justin drops the ball in and he's put it over there. He's content with taking the score. So after Niall Smullen missing a couple of frees, they've put Justin onto him for the long range ones anyway. So Owen is going to take his time with this puck out. Down the middle of the field, Kieran Caulfield underneath it. Kieran Caulfield putting the stick on it, takes on the stick. Beautiful work from Kieran Caulfield, turns, plays the ball then in front of Josh Harris. Conor Quigley is running there. Josh leaves it for Conor. Conor is charging towards the goals, plays the ball in. Conor gets half hooked as he's playing that ball in. Dangerous running towards the square, and it's got in. No, nearly a did off James Foley. Went past the keeper, but the keeper was able to get back and recover and played the ball out. Harry Cottrell breaks the ball down. And the ball is popped, and Shane Clark is playing very, very deep now at the moment. He gets the ball. Harry Cottrell trying to force him backwards. Harry does well, but Shane gets the ball in, turns it in, plays the ball. Danny Coleman, lovely bit of tidy corner back play from Danny. The ball is cleared towards Josh. Josh got us the ball. Does he? No, it just fell out of his hands. Ciara Caulfield misses the pick. Josh plays the ball in. Josh does very well to cause the man to spill the ball, and he's still going. But the Killyon, there's 3 men there, only 2 trim men there. There's now 4 Killyon men there, still only 2 trim men there. And Killyon have the ball and they clear their lines, but Conor Quigley now steps into it. Conor gets the ball, hand passes the ball back out towards Dylan Farrell. Dylan Farrell winds up, plays the ball in and drills the ball over the bar. And a great score from Dylan Farrell, who's had a very, very good game. And Conor Quigley did well, won the ball and played the right thing, played the ball back. 2-13 to 1-9, trim 6 points to the good. 7 points to the good, I beg your pardon. Conor breaks the ball to the ground. Oisin Hackett doesn't gather. Justin Coyne as it gets the ball, plays it on towards Niall Smullen. Smullen charging in, 3 or 4 trim men after him. Gary Fleming being one of them. He plays the ball on here to Keane Douglas. Keane gets a shot across the goals, and it's gone right across the goals. And a good bit of play there from Killyon. And unfortunately, the shot just was pulled across the goals, and it's gone wide. So Killyon were only 2 points in the second half.
Thank you.
Owen goes short with the puck out towards Joey Cole. Joey plays the ball on towards Danny Coleman. Danny hand passes the ball along the line to Harry Cottrell right in front of the dugouts. Harry plays the ball back to Danny. Danny plays the ball across to Joey. Nice bit of play from Trim. Joey then drills the ball across the field here. Lovely ball here to James Foley. James drills the ball in. That's a great score. Beautiful, beautiful score from the Trim. Very patient. It all came the short puck out, and the Trim lads worked the ball around, and then so 2-14 now to Trim, 1-9 to Killyon. Great score.
9 different scores for Trim, Rory, which is the usual sign of where we're at this time. But 8 points ahead, we're in the ascendancy, and they upped their game in the second half, and the better lads for Killyon just ran out of steam a little bit there.
So Niall Smullen charging through there. The ball goes through and it's still there, and it comes out to Shane Clark. Shane, as CJ said, probably running out a little bit of steam, and the ball has gone to ground, and Trim trying to come away. But Justin has it now. Justin plays the ball on towards Shane Clark over the sideline, and Dylan Farrell is back hunting. Only to foul him, Dylan. Just keep him away from the goals. The ball is going right into the corner. We can't see what's going on. But the referee is keeping a close eye on things. Killyon still have the ball, but they're not really making any ground, and the referee is penalised the Killyon man for throwing the ball, and it's going to be a free out. And then a bit of mouthing, and the notebook is out again. So we're inside the last 5 minutes here. Trim in the ascendancy, 2-14 to 1-9, and Killyon have had a couple of chances in the second half, CJ, but they just haven't converted.
They were probably too reliant on Shane Clark, Niall Smullen, Justin Coyne, Keane Douglas. You know, their fringe players didn't really get into the game. The guy that scored the goal in the first half had to go off, and he looked a threat. Their backs have been very tenacious, but they just overall just haven't had enough of classy players to put it more seriously up to Trim. But all credit, they're keeping their game going, but Trim just need to finish out this game without any injuries or fouling.
I noticed CJ, that man who got that goal in the first half who went off injured, is back on now, but he's got his knee heavily strapped, and he's on in front of the goals, but he's limping around. Anyway, Gary Fleming drills the ball down the middle of the field, but the Killyon man is there. Drives the ball in. What a take from Gary Fleming. Kept his eye on that ball as it skidded dangerously across the goals. He plays the ball towards Mikey Cole. The ball goes through Mikey Cole, but Conor Quigley is there. Will Conor get a score? He's had 3 or 4 times, and eventually Conor gets, I think it's the second point for Conor, I think, is it? Yeah. So 2-15 now for Trim. 1-9. The scoreboard hasn't updated, but I think that's 2-15. Anyway, it may be irrelevant at the end of the day. The ball goes down the field, and Harry Cottrell caught a bit of an injury as he slid in for that ball.
Very brave from Harry there. Exactly the same thing as Ben holding it, coming across. It's always the one you're likely to get a belt at, but he didn't pull out of it, in fairness to him.
So the scoreboard didn't update. Am I right that it should be 2-15, CJ? Didn't think it updated after that last point?
5 and 3. I think it should be 2-15, yeah. It was over the bar, was it?
It was. Anyway, we're in the last couple of minutes. The referee's starting with a throw ball. Dylan Farrell has had a super game. wins the ball. He's got bottled up, but he manages still how to scoop the ball away. And Dylan having a little bit of a scuffle off the ball there. But, the poor El Kleinland just can't get the ball up here in the conditions, and Conor Quigley gets the ball, draws the foul, and it's going to be a free out for Trim.
Conor Quigley's had a fantastic second half, probably a little bit more natural in the middle of the field, but he's been outstanding for Trim in the second half. The chief executive says that's where he should have been all the time.
What happened there now? The nine lads are shouting, so it must be something Trim did.
No. Coffee started shouting there too. Anyway, the linesman has been called in action again. Having a look, calling the referee over. And who's he calling to him here? It's the Klein man. He's got his helmet off, who's heading for the sideline. So the referee, who's been busy, the number 15 has been called to him. Get the yellow card, but he's going off anyway.
He's had to pull wide.
And it's the second yellow. So Trim getting ready to introduce another sub. Another one of the young lads getting a run here the last couple of minutes. Ben Gaffney, who's been very, very good.
Normal time is all up.
So we're gone into injury time here. We think Trim, we have a 2:15 to 1:9. The scoreboard has a 2:14, but irrespective, Trim are comfortably in the lead here. Gary Fleming with the free, drill in the middle of the field. Mikey Cole gets the ball, the second attempt, gathers here, heads towards the goals, drills it in. Oh, what a save! Sensational save in there. The ball goes to Caleb Castle. He's been very, very. Caleb shimmies one way, then the other, turns in, and Caleb tries to bat the ball into the goals, but it's gone across the face of the goals and wide. Well, some saves, CJ.
Outstanding, absolutely a great shot from Mikey, but a really top class save from the keeper. There's a bit of fisticuffs going on again in the middle of the field.
No.
Walk away, lads! Oh, the fucking that, and the winner by fucking 10.
So, a little bit of silliness going off the ball here.
Conor walked away.
So, a little bit unnecessary.
No, I doubt it's started somehow or another. And they're 10 points up.
Oh, a little bit unnecessary. Game is in injury time. Trim are comfortably in the lead.
Huh?
No.
If you got more than a minimum, yeah. If you got a month, you're gone. Viking! Send one off, he will.
He might send Dylan.
So, a little delay here now as all this has been sorted out.
Minute and a half in the injury.
Another lineman in with the referee. The Sports Mill is Jared Riley, is it? Jared?
No, it's Jared Smith.
Jared Smith, sorry. Sports Mill man there. The referee himself is in talking to the referee. There's a red card for one of the Klein men anyway. It's gone off.
Some like getting red as well, no?
Number 12 is gone.
They quickly get red as well.
So it's Conor Quigley and Niall Smullen, is it? They've been talked to with the referee now, the two number 11s.
He gets more than the minimum reward, yeah.
What's this going to be? Yellows for the two boys. So Killyon finished down to 13 men. So we're deep in injury time. The game fizzling out now. A bit of a disappointing end to what's been a good game of hurling.
What's he saying? What's he saying?
So we're going to restart with a throw ball here in the middle of the field, which might be spicy. Justin Coyne there with it, wins the ball. And it's won by Ben Holden, and the ball is flicked on now to Conor Quigley, charging down under the goals. And a wild swipe on Conor Quigley, and a second wild swipe on Conor Quigley. And Killyon are just losing their discipline here in the last few minutes.
The smart thing would be blow the whistle now. Mark has been very fair the whole match. A little bit tricky there at the end. It's not nice to see that, but Joey Cole should stand up to this and put. We have a 2:15, 1-9. It could be 2:16, 1-9, which would be a 10-point win for Trim.
So getting very cold here in the old comedy position. So Joey with the strike. He's put it miles up in the air and he's put it over the bar, over the net, into the car park.
6 ace for Joey.
So Joey's sixth score. The ball was in now and it's batted down by O'Shane Hackett. And Killyon man coming away with the ball. Number 4, hand passes the ball inside to Shane Clark. Shane Clark rides Conor Quigley. Conor gets the ball back. Oh, Ben charges in and comes away with the ball. Looked like a very late challenge, high challenge by Ben. The referee didn't even give it free. And the ball is continued here. And the whistle is going, and it's going to be a free in to Killyon when all this is settled down. The Killyon crowd not happy with that challenge from Ben, CJ.
No, on the right. No, he didn't go for the ball at all, but very lucky to get away from it. Trim just needs to stand off and play the game out.
So dirty conditions here now. It's going to be free. Justin Coyne standing over the free. A few cars starting to make their way out of the ground.
No.